Can't do this, right? And then it doesn't unmute itself. Cool. Didn't work. Oh, I guess it did. I'll have to edit that out. Ha! Hello, and everybody. Welcome to the Hot Dish Podcast, where it has a little bit of everything that's always good. I'm your host, Jordan, and today with me I have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Justin.
How are you, Justin?
Pretty good.
How do you and I have a relationship?
Well, I have, your girlfriend has been my best friend for pretty much my whole life.
Yeah?
Since, like, first grade.
Yep.
So,
I didn't know it was first grade, really. I thought it was like
Yeah.
high school.
yeah, when I handed out invitations for my birthday party in first grade, she was the only one to show up, so. It's about right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, right?
So, because I know stories, I want to talk about them, about how she would pick on you.
Yeah.
I didn't know it went all the way back to the first grade. What were some of the instances where Alyssa, my girlfriend, picked on you?
Well, my favorite one, when we were in a club together, we were both kind of officers in our AV club, because I was that kind of nerd, the kind of nerd who wasn't smart enough to get onto the robotics team. But, yeah, so she would always get in touch with the new members. She would always show up before I did, and she would introduce me as her gay cousin to pretty much everyone we knew. So those were always two questions I had to start off with.
Are you really
Every
gay?
single time.
Are you really gay?
Right?
Oh. I did not know that. I just knew what the.
What did you know about?
Where she would, where you're in school and they make you read.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, she can still do that. I had a stutter pretty much all my life, and she knew about it, and she knew I was insecure about it. And whenever we were doing popcorn reading, especially
which is popcorn reading is when. What was your definition of popcorn reading? I just learned it was called popcorn reading, but it was just when the teacher would call on you to read the next thing, right?
yeah, basically. So it would either go around the room, which is my favorite, because then you can look ahead and figure out who's going to read what paragraph.
Oh, yeah. I'd absolutely do that.
Yeah, so I had it all rehearsed in my head, so I wouldn't stutter. I knew my lines.
Did it bug you when someone was overachieving and they did another line?
Yeah. Yeah, because now I was off. It threw me off.
Especially when it was right next to you, then they're you're like white in the face, you're like, oh.
Right? Well, it was better because, your girlfriend was sitting right next to me going, when she knew I would stutter, and she got me every single time. Every time.
Oh, no, I knew what that was. That was like, oh.
She's great. Love her.
And that's why you're over here doing the podcast.
That's right. That's right, 23 years.
So what do you graduated college?
Correct.
You've been out of college for a couple of years now? A year?
Mm-hmm. Year and a half about.
What do you do? You don't have to be super specific, but you just generally broad.
I'm an IT systems developer for a food co-op, which is kind of interesting. Means I work with point of sale systems and trying to hold it together with Scotch tape, pretty much.
So what do you do at this IT systems?
Well, it's kind of a small company, so it's a little bit of kind of an all hats kind of gig. But usually, the main part of my job is writing computer code that'll go in, accomplish different processes that have to be automated, to move data around, that kind of thing.
Which is weird of a thing. I mean, it's not IT hardware-wise, but software-wise.
Yeah.
You'd say so? Very well?
I agree.
Well, I'm the complete opposite. Software is just
Right?
I know I took a Microsoft class in high school, so I know some of the stuff to do in like Excel and stuff like that at my work. And so I was like, okay, but you know how to. I've taken a coding class, but the coding class entailed me. Our teacher told us to watch a video on YouTube and copy what they did, and that was high school time.
That doesn't work.
I didn't take anything after that.
It's more than what my high school class had. So
yeah, and then it was like but it was a taste of like I don't want to do this. So with something like that, what are you coding? What are you coding it for? Are you coding it for like an app or a website or their inventory software? What are you doing?
You know, I do a lot of work in their proprietary language, which is based on Sencha. If anyone is a masochist out there who knows what Sencha is. But the majority of stuff that I do outside of that environment is basically C# or ASP.NET a lot.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And then you're just... What do you make more broader terms? IT for dummies. What are you doing?
Basically, I'm just writing code to move data into our point of sale system and out of it and manipulate it in different ways, basically.
That sounds so much fun.
Right? Well, I also get to work with the sysadmin and do database stuff and server upgrades and all that fun stuff. But I also get to answer all the phone calls and ask have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh, no.
So I get to do it all. It's a good time.
I get that. If the audience is watching, I work in a trailer sales position where my on and off, if you try turning it on and off again, it was like, they'll say my lights don't work. And then we tell them it's their vehicle and they refuse. It's like, the vehicle's brand new. It's like, I'm sorry. The trailer did it. Yep, it worked this day and it stopped working the next day. It's the trailer, and every single day. Because I honestly don't know why. I think it's just like when a new vehicle comes out, they don't test the lights or something like that. Because like your vehicle has fuses in it that run all your systems. Blah 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 blah. Fuse blows, kind of like a fuse box in your house. Lights don't work. I don't know if it's just our trailers because they'll argue with us like, well, it doesn't do this on my other trailers. Like. You bring the trailer in. It's funny because we have I'll tell them theirs is much worse because you tell them to turn it on and off again. How 90% of the time it works. Whatever it is.
Sure.
I tell them it's wrong, and I was like, your next step is to drive here, and I'll show you what's wrong. And so they have to drive however far of a distance.
Oh no.
And for me to show them, like, I hook them up with, we have a little tester box that literally you plug the trailer in, and like you just flip the switch, it's like lights work. Oh, I guess it is in my truck.
Yeah.
That'd be my like comparisons. Like,
oh, it's the same. It's the same nonsense for sure. For sure, I started IT in my school district, basically doing those kind of support questions back when I was in high school.
Oh, and that's why you like the IT crowd.
That's why I got it. Oh, the IT crowd. For anyone who isn't familiar, the IT crowd is the best show ever.
I am so far behind.
I accidentally quoted the IT crowd in my interview for this job I have right now.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did they get it?
Yeah, they got it. And they were like, is that from the IT crowd?
Nice.
I was like, I guess it was. Totally didn't realize that.
But so then you know a lot of software. I could start explaining to you computer hardware stuff. You'd have no idea.
Well, I mean, to some degree. I also did computer maintenance in college. So as far as repairing computers and ordering parts, that kind of thing.
And so you would know.
If you want to ask me about popular graphics cards, I won't. Yeah. I will not know.
And it's just like that's more of a gamer thing, but I guess you're not running any virtual AI or anything like that. That's when you need to hire tech stuff. Is like that's the only scenario in any business where you need higher than some RAM and a big hard drive.
Yeah.
At my work, I'm running a computer that's from 2000. The components from it are from 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I have brand new hardware sitting right here at home, and I'm just like, I'm working just like, right? Because it's just like, I clicked on that 2 minutes ago. Where is it?
I have difficulties with that. I'm a little spoiled. I have a nice laptop at work, and then I go and I try to do things.
Oh, at work you can use that laptop?
Oh yeah, it's the laptop I use at work.
Oh, cool.
The one you've seen, that gold one. Yeah, that's my work laptop.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. I don't have one of those, of course. I have At home, I have myself an HP business class mini desktop with an i5 and 8 gigs of RAM. So
I mean, that's all you need.
that's all I need. It does my taxes once a year when I need it. But that's about it.
So with that, you live down. This podcast. If you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of Minnesota. And when I say the cities, I'm talking about the Twin Cities. That's just common knowledge for everyone here. You live down in the cities. We don't say where, but your drive. You like driving.
I don't mind driving.
Which is boggles.
Well, how else do you find time to listen to your podcast?
Yeah, that's also true. Because I can't listen. Honestly, I can do about an hour a day in driving, roughly, depending on traffic. 25 minutes to work most mornings, and about 30 home, just because traffic sucks. So I get about less. I'm just under an hour, and so if I'm listening to 4 podcasts and they put out one a week, I can usually finish them. But then I'm picking up more, and so I'm so far behind right now.
It's a losing battle.
So it's like well, maybe I should just drive around, because I come home and I don't listen to anything audio. I watch everything else. Like, I watch all stupid YouTube videos I watch and stuff like that. Or if we're listening, I are up in the living room. Or I'm watching right now. We're watching Overwatch League World Cup, and that I don't even bother going back and watching, because that's so far. They put 8 hours a day right now, so I can't go back and watch that. I'll watch it or listen to it, absorb it what I can while it's live. I don't go back and watch that. I'm excited to do so. Coming up here, we're now in November. Whoop whoop! October's already over. Holy cow! We're already into. When does Disney Plus come out? I think it comes on the 12th.
Yeah, not too long.
I believe I'm gonna get the Hulu, because they're doing a Hulu Disney Plus bundle thing, and I want to watch. I know. Do you know the show Good Eats?
Yeah.
From,
I don't know.
Anton Brown, is that his name?
Sounds right
Elton
to
Brown?
me.
Elton Brown.
Yep.
And just his very cool explanation of how to cook is. I love that. I can like, I stop what I'm doing, I'm like, and that's how I become a couch potato. That's on Hulu, I believe. And so I was like, I really want to get that. But I'll do nothing on the weekends then, and my nights will be ruined, because I'll watch 2 episodes, but it's 9 o'clock already. You know?
It's dangerous. They released some sort of cable replacement one. It's like Hulu Live TV now, where you can and my parents got that, and they let me know, and that's dangerous.
So I'm excited to, and then with Disney Plus, Alyssa was trying to tell me that there's not going to be that much on it. And then, like, that same day that she told me there's not going to be that much on it, they tweeted out, they had a list of tweets of how much stuff's going to be on the day one. And it was crazy. And stuff you never heard of before. I couldn't even tell you what it was, because I don't even know it. But they also have all the Star Wars on there, I believe. All the Marvel movies on there, because Disney owns Marvel now. And then all... Simpsons is on there, but I believe Simpsons is going to move over to Hulu, because they own Fox.
Oh, I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, so I believe it's everything old that's moving to there. I could be wrong. Older or newer, one of the two. It's going to be moving to, I believe, Hulu.
Yeah, that's older would probably make sense.
Yeah,
it's moving to Disney.
But I believe that portion, since it's Disney, is going to move over to the Hulu contract.
Oh.
Since they own that as well. They own like high amounts of stock in it. And so, that's my plan for here. I have a couple subscriptions. Alyssa has she runs Netflix, or her mother runs Netflix, so therefore this household has Netflix.
That's right. We would never share passwords with anyone. Wink. Ever.
So I plan on getting Disney Plus, and that'll be like $10-12 a month. And I have some other video subscriptions I'll probably just cancel, because I'm not gonna have time for those anymore. Just because I want to, and with this podcast specifically, I want to do a Star Wars one, and we were gonna do back in like July, August. We were gonna watch every single episode on the podcast here. I was gonna put it on the TV. These mics are sensitive enough where it wouldn't have been able to hear the TV, but we could hear it.
All right.
And so then I can't get copyrighted, but I can't show it at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So and I was gonna you'll have the users start the movie at the same time?
Like a let's watch.
I see.
And I put like a timer on there.
Clever.
And you just, all right, 3, 2, 1, start. We watch the movie together. I mean, some people are like, why would I want to watch a movie with you? My personal opinion is like I'm just making commentary.
Yeah, I'm also sick and tired of watching movies by myself.
That's
just
another
saying.
reason. Yeah, it's like that's the generation we're in now. It's like, well, I've been sitting here for a long time watching the movie together. I can still sit here, but I can watch it with you now.
Right?
You know,
on a Wednesday night, that's about as social as I want to be.
Yeah, and so we thought we're doing it was like, but the schedule we were doing was we were doing 2 podcasts a week, 2 podcasts every other weekend, so that like the next weekend I could just take a break. And so I was like, we'd have to start now, and watch every single movie. 2 weekends or 2 movies every time we came here. So that's close to 4 to 6 hours.
Sign me up. That works for me.
Sitting in that chair.
Right. These comfy chairs.
They're not the most comfortable after an hour. You just wait. Just wait. I bought these chairs. I made this table.
You made this table.
I made this table. You not know that?
Did you put that on a podcast? I'd watch you make this table.
So I kind of cheated. This top piece, you can buy this perfectly round top piece from Menards, already glued together.
All right. Okay, that's the majority of the table.
Well, then I stained it and sanded it nice.
All right, there you go.
But I welded these legs.
Ooh.
So actually, all these legs together on the bottom, the 4 poles. The bottom pole is actually adjustable. The bottom bar is adjustable. You can't see it. This is an awful podcast. But
what podcast can you look at the legs of the tables?
The foot part where you rest your feet, the footrest, you can adjust it a couple inches up or down. I made it like that.
Oh, that's super cool. That is a level of arts and crafts I would never be able to accomplish.
The reason I did that, so actually, there's just a bolt on each one of these legs that kind of pinches this bar, you know, that holds it there. I did that because you can't. This table doesn't fit in the door. So I assembled this table here. I built everything at work. I assembled the table in this room because the legs come off all separately and that bar comes all stuck together in the big square. And so I had to make it in this room. And so when it leaves, I have to disassemble it. It's not another room. That was my ingenuity. It was like, wait a minute. This thing's like 3 feet round. It's actually like, I think it might be 4 feet round. I can't remember.
It's a big table.
I'm not utilizing half of it because I only sit on the one side, but it works. It is flashing like crazy. Calm down. Jesus Christ.
Is that my bad? Is that the reflection?
No, I don't know why it does that. I've yet to figure out why it's doing that.
You
can banter as I'll talk about it. What is that? What does Justin do for his free time?
In my free time?
5 o'clock. You just got off work.
I'm here, aren't I?
Not today.
Whoa. Well, let's see here. A lot of times I'll come home and I'll turn on some HGTV and get myself an adult beverage. And then that won't last long. And then I'll start watching something on Netflix that I've already seen a million times. Most recently, it's The X-Files, which actually freaks me out because aliens freak me out a lot. So that's not good. But that's all right. It's a good show.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you believe in ghosts?
Sure, why not?
Yeah?
Why not? Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know. I don't have any personal experience.
You know any ghostly apparitions?
No.
Is that word right?
I've never had. Yeah, good job. I wouldn't be able to get it right.
I'm awful at that.
Yeah, I have no experiences myself, but you know.
What makes you believe in aliens? You believe that I believe that there's another civilization out there for the universe being endless. There's no way impossible that
right, just
one
statistically.
can't equal one again, you know.
Yeah.
Are they ever gonna find us? I don't know. What would be the point? You know, by the time what would be the point is, unless they don't age, what would be the point for them to travel 16 billion light years away to us? Like, oh, this planet's shit. Go back, and their civilization's gone, and they, you know, whatever it is. That was my reasoning behind it.
I don't know, dude. We could do a whole podcast on that. Let me tell you, when I was in middle school, probably like 6th or 7th grade, my family, we didn't have Wi-Fi. The neighbors had an unsecured Wi-Fi. And so I would sit with my little laptop with my
closest to the window possible.
Yeah, right next to it. And what I would do is I would watch the Ancient Aliens show from the History Channel. And I actually was a moderator on a forum that discussed the weekly episode.
At 12 years old?
That's what I was doing. That's
who
I am.
Oh my God.
So
I was doing
some things to say about
I was
that.
playing with dirt outside. What are you doing watching alien shows? Where would you find the show?
I'm being real too honest on this podcast.
That's fine. I love it. Where would you find the show? And where were you? What was the forum you were moderator for? I want to know.
It was called UFO Evolution.
Oh.
It is no longer a thing.
Wait, the show? Is the show called that or the forum?
No, the forum was called that.
Really? Wow. I was
Right.
laming on fucking Club Penguin and doing stuff. You're over
It
there.
would have worked out better.
You're doing
That's
you do
what
an
I was
alien
doing.
examination or show for an alien examination. You're like, no, your theory's wrong. Get the shit out of here.
It was disgusting. It was
Sorry. It'd be
Yeah.
like, no, get your shit out of here.
My voice hasn't changed much since those days.
You're fine.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole idea is that pretty much that they had a lot to do with us as a human race developing, and that they've kind of been guiding us,
Watching
from the
us,
beginning. You know what I mean?
Observation.
You know what I mean? Like there's a
suppose
there's
that's
a
a
lot of
possibility.
references and all the religious scripts around the world,
Well, you
that
think
kind
it's
of
like a
stuff.
message people are
You know
catching
what I mean?
on to, make it more non-fictional, like the Matrix, and you seeing like this is flashbacks of this not being
Right.
real, you know.
There's a lot of civilizations around the
Do you believe we're in
world
the
that
Matrix?
believe in the Matrix.
Do you believe we're in a Matrix?
Well, I don't know. That brings up that whole question of did the world actually end in 2012? What do you think about that?
I didn't watch 2012.
That's a thing. It's supposedly the world ended in 2012,
And we're
and
just
now
all
we're
living
in
a
some
dream?
sort of weird branch.
Well, so then you can feel
this
in this,
podcast taking a weird turn.
so you can feel in this dream then, right? So you can like feel the pain and stuff like that.
Oh, no, I didn't feel that at all.
Okay.
Try a little harder.
So you just die and you're like I felt nothing.
No, I don't know. Who knows what is reality? Oh,
So,
no.
You're as IT software professional, we'll say, you like alien
Oh,
movies.
no, you're summing me up.
You
Alright.
play you you do believe in ghosts, which is nothing wrong with that.
I've watched too much Supernatural. If ghosts aren't real, then I have committed way too much knowledge about something that's never gonna happen.
You were a moderator at the age of 12 for an alien forums
Discuss the.
discussion
Weekly,
page on a show. What was the show called?
Well, it's still on the History Channel. It's their Ancient Aliens series.
I mean, that's also on repeat, though, because they don't make anything new on the History Channel.
It was until it's true. That is very true. To be fair, it was only for the first 3 seasons.
Okay. How would
And then
you...
after that, I never watched anything else.
Wait, so you had TV, so you could
I
watch it.
outgrew
You could
that.
watch it on TV
No, I found it.
on some.
I watched it
pirated site?
painstakingly on a pirated site, like 10 seconds at a time while it loaded.
Oh my god!
That's
Wait.
how I watched all my stuff.
How many? They're like hour-long episodes, aren't they? Like 45 or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Wait, that's how I watched all my anime growing up too.
Oh,
Come on. I watched
just because the internet was
I
slow.
watched all of Naruto like that.
Just because the internet was slow.
That's right.
Yeah, I had bad internet growing up too. So from like 6th grade to 6th grade to like 11th grade, I watched all my videos on YouTube at 360p, which is like god awful. We got 12 megs down, bumped up
Ooh,
to
that's
720. I was
Ooh.
fucking ecstatic. Still took me forever to download anything. God awful. Now I have 200 down or supposedly 200 down. and I
I've
get-
got gigabit internet in the
which I'm
cities.
jealous too, but you also pay, what, $100? What?
65?
What? I pay 65. God dang it. Who do you have? What is it?
It's U.S. Fiber. It's U.S. Internet is what they're called.
Damn it.
Yeah.
We have Charter, which is also.
Well, that's
If you know what Charter is, it's a branch off of Comcast, Warner, something like that.
they own. I don't know. There's only like 2 cable companies in the world.
Yeah.
isn't there?
AT&T and something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how like, even looking at food that way too. I watched. People's like, I don't buy that because it's weird, but they look up the chain and they're coming from the same company, or it's even worse. Like, I don't want to support that, so I buy this, and it's coming from the same exact place.
Right.
Like, you're supporting the same exact thing. What are you talking
It's different
about?
packaging. Same thing.
Oh my god, because I noticed it more when I was doing the marketing stuff because we had to do sales. And blah,
Right.
blah, blah. Look up the tree of like you can't do Doritos, so you had to do the top company, which is not Frito-Lay. It's something bigger than Frito-Lay. It's some like Yum Yum Foods or something like that. I'm not even kidding.
You wouldn't think Yum Yum Foods would be bigger than Frito-Lay.
Well, it's a
but
Chinese
alright.
company. You know?
I know, right?
But that's what they own. They own that, so it's like this next step above.
Right.
Nutso. Like this is going on Twitch. Twitch is owned by Amazon, which any money this video makes at all from Twitch is going to Jeff Bezos' pocket.
Listen, Amazon is the only one who lets me watch Doctor Who right now, so works for me.
Which they've been coming with better and better stuff. I've heard. I don't watch any of it myself personally, but like Netflix original stuff, they'll do Amazon original stuff, which is stuff's not bad. I haven't done anything myself, but I'm stuck watching Disenchantment season 2 for the 100th time. I mean season 1 and 2. That's Alyssa's favorite show, and she'll put it on to just go to bed. So I come to bed, it's like, oh great, it's on. And Thor Ragnarok. That's her favorite Marvel movie. I've seen that.
That's her favorite Marvel movie?
Her favorite Marvel movie. And so it just keeps going. I mean, God, I know every freaking word from that goddamn movie. Which at first it was bad because Alyssa would go to bed earlier in the night. And so then I'd come to bed. I'd only see like the last half of the 3/4 of the movie. And so like, I don't know what happened. Even though I did. It was just like every single time.
I had one thought after that movie ended. I was like, all right, Marvel officially needs to stop with this comic book stuff and start making live action anime. Because that whole last scene, that was straight out of anime. That wasn't a comic book.
Which last scene? What are we talking about?
The last scene where Thor's fighting his evil sister and the big monster thing's trying to destroy the planet. Yeah.
That was one of the biggest single movies, not like Avengers type, but one of the bigger single theme movies they had is the Ragnarok, because it was very good, and they stuck with that theme. Like Thor 1, okay, blonde eyebrows and that awful. Have you seen Thor 1 recently?
Yeah.
Blonde eyebrows, bad. 2 was Dark World, some shit like that. I don't remember.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Poo garbage. Thor Ragnarok's the third one, or is it the fourth one? I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart. If there's a third one, also bad. I can't remember what it is. Darker World. I don't know.
There are 3 of them.
Yeah, and the Ragnarok's the fourth one.
I think so.
Which is when they but when they realized that they put 2 actors from 2 different franchises, the movie explodes.
Mm-hmm.
Because then Spider-Man did it.
Yeah.
Actually, Spider-Man might have been the first one that did it.
It's possible, yeah.
Homecoming?
I'm not sure.
Because they had Iron Man in there.
Oh, yeah.
That was just like really good. With the thought of, I don't know what they're going to be doing, because they're on phase 2 or phase 3. I don't remember what it's called. What they call it is, because then it was I think it's phase 2 or phase 3. Every movie up from Iron Man 1 until Endgame, actually until Spider-Man, the newest Spider-Man, was like phase 1 or something like that. Now they're on phase 2, which is the next. What is the next Endgame? What is going to be in 2030, whatever it is. Which is cool. Did you see Endgame?
Yeah.
Have you seen majority of the Marvel movies?
Yeah, I can't say I've seen any of the Ant-Man stuff.
Yeah, they're okay. Actually, 1 is fine, 2 is bad. But I mean, that man's a big portion of Endgame, but that's all you really needed to know. I lost my train of thought. Mm-hmm. Oh, so then Endgame happened. And that was a big event for cinematic history. That was 21 movies accumulating to one giant project, which was awesome.
It was very well done, for sure.
I almost teared up. I saw it twice, and I almost teared. Like I saw it. I went because we did a podcast on it, and I didn't want to miss it, so I went at like 8:00 in the morning to the movie theater and watched it, and I teared up, almost teared up. I was like, oh my God, I can't. Oh, stop. And I was like, okay, cool, fine, done. We left the theater, did the podcast. Alyssa and I went that same night. I knew it was coming. I almost teared up again.
Twice in one day?
I did it twice in one day.
Well, let's see. It was still fresh. You didn't have time to process it.
I love the movie theater experience. Just like the smell of popcorn. You're sitting there watching the movie. The music's loud. It's great. I love it. I want to go. Our movie theater sometimes does old-timey movie, not old-timey movies, but they'll do flashback scenarios where in the summertime I know they play Indiana Jones. So every Sunday for a month they'll play Indiana Jones.
Super cool.
So you're just like, okay, sweet, it's like $5. Fuck yeah, early morning. No, it's like 10 o'clock, whatever. But I wish my theater would do more of that, like with Star Wars, which they'd have to start like now because 8 movies from now is gonna be. But yeah, so then, what I just found out, we went home. Alyssa and I went home recently to visit my parents, and there's a small movie theater there. It's been there since my parents were together. Before my parents were together, my mom used to work there, and she told me she was pregnant with me when she went to the movie theater. Like, that's why I like movies so much.
Yeah, there you go.
She said nothing like kicking back a movie and then cleaning it all up afterwards.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that was her job, is to clean up after the movie's over and be like that person.
That's rough. I just feel bad for those people. Some people just leave huge messes
Yeah,
behind. It's ridiculous. What are we, animals?
Yeah, like, come on. I know that. I bet you they're like, I spent $20 on this movie. It's like, yeah, the reason you spent $20 on movies because you leave shit on the ground and someone else got to clean it up. God damn it.
Right?
God, it pisses me off too because I'm like, when I go to the movie theater, I'm not too fussy. Like, the seat that has popcorn in it doesn't brush it off on the floor. I've had some people, like, they looked at it and like they took their phone out and they flashed on the light. It's like, what are you? It's just a seat. The guy didn't come in it. Jesus Christ.
You never know.
But then, like, I'm not too picky, but when you leaving shit on the ground like that, it bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I hate
ridiculous. Clean up after yourselves.
Yeah, damn it. Do you know how long we've been going?
I have no idea.
I like ranting.
You're the man with a plan here. I don't know.
My plan already failed when you saw me look at the thing, make sure the mic was on. When it moved on me, because I don't think I have a mute button on this one. So don't start cussing abruptly. I can't mute it. And I don't have my. Usually have a timer on here. But with all the movies coming out, we've just bought. I was talking about. Continue with movie theater talk. Star Wars just released their movie tickets. You're a Star Wars fan?
Yeah, not necessarily of the most recent movies, but yes.
But yeah, okay. So we're doing. I don't care.
There's no lightsaber fights. Come on.
There's lightsaber fights.
There are no lightsaber fights.
Not as many.
No, they used to train. Actors used to go and take martial arts lessons for years
So
to figure out how to use them.
Do you like the prequels?
Yeah.
Do you like the original trilogy?
Yeah.
Even though
both those are okay.
Okay.
Those are both okay. I'm a little upset Jar Jar isn't Sith Lord, but whatever. Just me. I was in that camp.
Were you in the forums writing that?
No. No, I found out about that recently, and then I started talking to people about it, and they're like, Justin, no, haven't you read the comic books? Like, no, you're right. Sorry.
So with Star Wars, we're going to be doing back to Disney Plus as well. Going all the way back to that, we're going to be doing, I told the guys, I would like you to watch every single Star Wars movie before Rise of Skywalker. We'll do 1 to 2, maybe 3 podcasts, and just go over all of them really fast. And just like, what are our thoughts? Because we've never been to do it. We've never been able to do it on here. But it's cool. It's cool for us in a generation when we have movies coming out now. Because I didn't get to see the original trilogy, the prequels, because I was young and I had no idea what Star Wars was, so I didn't see it in the theaters. Now I'm seeing it and getting a firsthand experience. Like, okay, this is cool. This sucks. Blah blah blah. I didn't like Last Jedi. Awful.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not the best one. I'll say that.
And so we're gonna try to do that. We're gonna try to do a big couple podcasts, and we're gonna watch them up here and as well as on not the movies, but like there's trailers of small shortcuts of everything on the YouTube.
Right.
You can find anything on YouTube.
On the YouTube, all right.
And then we'll watch them on there, and we just talk about it, have it in the background. With that, though, so we bought tickets. The tickets went live like a week or so ago with the new trailer that came out. My buddy and I bought 10 tickets each.
Wow.
It was like $120. Wow. Yeah.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
Good
So
job, guys.
we're like, okay, the movie's out or the trailer's out. Now go. And we're like, okay, okay, well, let's go to 8 o'clock. Or he was like, we should go for 7 o'clock. No, that's too early. Some people might be late. Let's go to 8 o'clock. Then. Okay, 8 o'clock. All right, let's click on this theater. Okay, we clicked on that theater. Okay, we're gonna go to these seats. We should go back a row. Okay, we go back a row. So we have two rows of 10. We have 20 seats in the middle of the theater where the first ones were grabbing too. I was like, oh thank God. It was so slow too because we're just like, oh please don't buy them underneath us. Please don't buy them underneath us because they're just waiting for like a seat to pop up and someone just snagged one right in front. I was like, God, motherfucker, damn it.
Right. Well, listen. That experience, you're not supposed to be able to do that online. All right, you're supposed to line up 5 hours in
God,
advance.
I hate that.
All right, and then
my God.
and then literally just trample people to get to your seats. That's how it's supposed to work.
The very first Star Wars, The Force Awakens, was that way for us, right? We bought tickets. We had all the tickets. Okay, cool. But it was not assigned seating, so we had to wait 45 minutes. And Brandon, if you're listening, assholes wanted to go and dress up, and so I didn't dress up because like no, God no, we're just gonna be a movie. They dressed up. And they sweated their asses off standing in a costume, let me rephrase, because we had to wait like for 45 minutes to half hour outside the movie theater to get our tickets or get our seats. Doors open up, we sprint on in. You couldn't wear their mask because there was like no rules, no mask. There's a no mask policy.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, what's the point of wearing a costume?
Then you're just hot at that point.
Yeah, you're just hot. You don't look cool. You just look sweaty and dumb. Sorry, Brandon. I love you. We run on in, rush to get our seats. There's like, at the time, I think there was like maybe 10 of us that went the first time. And so now it's like, okay, there's 2 seats down there. There's 3 seats up there. Separate and go find your seat. And so we just had to like run. Just like, that was awful.
It's part of the experience.
Yeah, that was. And I know I'm complaining because like, oh, you should have been back in my time. Because there's a line culture where people like waiting in lines. It's an experience. Like me having a movie experience, people haven't experienced waiting in lines. And I don't understand that because it's like you're wasting time. I know I'm being ignorant.
No, I agree. Ignorant? Yeah, no, I agree. That's why Cyber Monday is a thing. You won't find me waiting in a line.
Fucking Justin's fucking sitting
on
up here in
Thanksgiving.
his PJs going, yeah!
Yeah, right? Ka-ching! Charge it.
Losers. Free shipping here, yeah.
Right.
I don't get it till tomorrow, but whatever. But I didn't have that experience. Like, I know there's a ton of experience for that for the original Star Wars movies and even the prequels too, because there was not that much. But now our theater here has just assigned seating. It just makes it so much easier because then, like even now, I could buy a ticket right now, like an hour in advance before the movie comes out or whatever. If there's a spot for it already. But say I was the only person that knew about the assigned seating, I could get the seat right from underneath you because I was technically first in line with it being online. I don't know. It's my thing. Everyone has the same advantage, even if you didn't show up on time, and the movie theater gets full. You know, people are like, all right, I want the 7 o'clock showing. 7 o'clock showing is full. The next one's at 8. I'm just gonna go home. You know, they lost the sale. That's theoretically, you know.
Really, you would go home? All right.
I wouldn't go home, but some people would go home.
The only movie I've ever waited in line for was the 7th Harry Potter movie.
I waited in line for a lot of.
Or well, the 8th one technically.
Our old hometown theater they still have it that way, where you have to wait in line. There's wood paneling everywhere, like old school wood paneling you see in like an 80s style home.
I love it.
That's our movie theater, and it's fucking cool.
I'm in love with it. That's great. I love a retro movie theater.
Yeah, where they have like light bulbs outside, you know, that are like flashing and they put the letters up there still. That's cool. It is very cool. Don't do it every time because it's like it was super old. The movie theater they have, instead of being like super wide, you know, to get as much space as possible, it's super long.
Oh.
Like it was like maybe 8 rows across in the center, 4 rows on each side of the 2 walkways, and super long. It was really weird. While the movie theaters here are 20 long and, you know, only
right.
A, B, C, D,
they're deep, not
H.
Yeah.
So about 7, 8. I don't know. I can't count.
I also sing the alphabet. That's the only way I can do it.
Do you know the alphabet is in Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
Yeah. That's how we all learned it. Crazy.
I saw that. I was like.
You're like, no, it's not. And then you're like, yeah. Right? Well, it's also a very simple, like, counting sequence. Like
Yeah.
a lot of things are in.
Anything to keep a child from learning multiple or hurting the child's brain from learning too much stuff at once, easy as possible. Like, oh, they already know the tune. Let's just make them. Just make them count that way, or learn the alphabet that way. But yeah, we're super excited for Star Wars. We threw out a text message like the day before because we were like freaking out because there was a leak saying, "Hey, trailers come out tomorrow. Tickets are probably gonna go out then too." It's like, okay, thank God, we have to get ready. I think we also just bought 20 tickets, hoping that people are gonna come. Like, hey, or because last year we had 15, I believe. He bought 8, and I bought 8, or something like that. 16.
That's a big group. That's a lot of cattle to herd.
This is what's easier because I'm like, we have 20 people. I'm like, you don't get your ticket unless you pay up because I can hold the ticket now,
Right.
and it's reserved seating, so I can just hand it to someone else.
Right.
And they're just like, it's good seats, $20, you know. Whatever
Right.
it is. I don't make any money off of the tickets for our buddies. I'm gonna tell them what we went.
You should get reimbursed. That's how it works.
Well, they're gonna pay me, but
For
I'm
sure.
not gonna make too much money, or I don't really care. We went cheap this time because there's all the theaters have reserved seating, and they all have the recline seating now in our theater, like the deluxe theater where they lean back. The deluxe theater has it's actually called a super screen. I just call it deluxe because that's what it was called until every theater got the nice seats. So it's called the super screen now, where it's got the bigger screen and the big seats, and it's got better audio. Those were $14 to $15 a ticket.
Right, they're getting a little ridiculous.
It's like, oh my God.
I went to a movie theater recently. I forget where it was, but first of all, they had a bar, which was great. All right, you know those giant movie theater cups? You could get
What? Okay.
You could get that size of a beer and just carry it. It was ridiculous.
Our place has a bar, but it's just like you get a bar,
right?
You get a can.
So I was at the bar. I asked the guy at the bar. I was like, "Well, what all can you bring in? You know, just whatever goes in there." He says, "I don't know. You want to buy a bottle of wine? You can bring a bottle of wine into the movie theater." I'm like, "No way."
Where was this at?
Goals.
In the cities?
I want to say it was in Rosedale or somewhere like that.
Here there's a bar and you get your normal sized drinks and they're still $8. You know.
Oh, it was expensive.
Did you actually get a drink?
If you think your Skittles are expensive normally, try to buy a bottle of wine at the movie theater. Jesus.
I want to see Justin roll up with a 42-ounce big gulp beer.
I went with my parents. I want to clarify. My parents were paying.
That's funny. That'd be really funny. No, I mean so then we cheaped out and got the regular seat. Excuse me for not wanting to buy the $15.
Well, these ones were like couches. They reclined so far. All this.
That's what we have here.
Crazy.
And so we have $5 Tuesdays, which is great. $6 student Thursdays. You have to be a student to get that discount.
Me too. My student ID. I don't know. I don't know how much longer I can use it.
You buy online. They don't give a shit. I buy online every single time. They don't look. They have a kiosk now. I can just scan my card and they have no idea.
Well, a lot of bars near me have student discounts. I'll hand mine over here. I'll show you. We probably won't show up on the camera, but there's my student.
Does that mean
that's my student. That's my student ID. I can't use it very much longer.
Does that mean personal information on it?
No, not really.
I don't know about it.
But it's basically me when I was 16.
So yeah, mine's from I have one. I wish I would have renewed it. I wish I would have snapped it before I graduated to get a new one. You know.
Right.
Mine's from 2015. So I was like, I'm a little young still, or a little young in that picture. So my student discount, I don't show it to anything. I don't even carry it on me anymore. And so I have to have I just buy all those. I buy all my tickets online. That way they can't they don't ask me at all. No idea. You could be a student. I don't care. But there's that. So $5 Tuesdays, $6 student Thursdays. Anytime after 4 o'clock is called prime time, and that's when the upcharge goes up. Because I could go at 10 in the morning and it'd be $8 a ticket. 4 o'clock hits, it's $10 a ticket, whatever it is. And so, yeah, we got the tickets in there 11 something a piece. If you want the 3D, it's an extra $1 or $2 charge for 3D glasses for their insurance case. Stupid bullshit, because absolutely, you put them in that bin, they go wash them and put them back in a bag. That's exactly what they do with them.
I hope so.
But it's not like they're going in the garbage. I've actually stolen a pair, but I don't care.
It's still a thing. I don't even know. All right, people still make 3D movies?
Have you not seen the new 3D glasses? They're actually they look like sunglasses. They're not red and green.
Those fancy ones. You can get those at the movie theater?
Yeah.
Wow.
You pay $2 for them when you buy a ticket.
I haven't been around very much, apparently.
None of them are amazingly good.
Mm.
Did she hear? Did she just lock the door? I don't know.
Yeah. Judging by the noise the cats are making, yes, she's here.
Okay. Or she's at the window pounding. Let me in.
No, you checked it was unlocked. I saw you.
But maybe I relocked it.
You didn't.
You
didn't. You're fine.
But so with the movie coming up here, I have to organize 20 people. Well, 20 people to. I mean, we bought 20 tickets because we were like, okay, you might have, your girlfriend might come, so on and so forth. We bought 20 tickets, but so hopefully we got 20 people. It's really funny when I go to the movie just at random because we bought tickets in October, like October 16th or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. For a movie in like December 20th, you know? So I'm going to see a couple movies from then and now, or hopefully. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to see this movie, a ticket for one. And it prints out 10 tickets. So she's like, what's wrong with this thing? I was like, oh, sorry.
Does it actually?
Yeah,
it prints out just everything that you have?
The next time you go to the theater is if you scan the card you paid for those tickets, it'll print off all those tickets. Yep.
Seems like a waste. A lot of people must fall into that trap, I guess.
Huh? I mean,
you know what I mean? Like lots of people probably buy tickets in advance like that.
But you keep them then. You have to hold on to them.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to hold on to them and make sure I don't lose them. I'm pretty sure they'd reprint them off.
Right.
That's my only assumption.
I mean, how many times are you going to get? Oh, okay. Does it only do it the first time?
Only do it the first time.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it's not going to print them off every single time we go to the movie theater. But it's always funny when they're like, they print off the thing and it's like, this isn't for Lion King. What is... Oh.
Are you confusing the teenagers?
I confuse everybody. See, how's that chair feeling?
It's fine by me. I sit in a horrible office chair all day long, so...
I do too. I have a very nice, cushiony leather chair over there.
I bought a cushion for my chair because it had two little screws coming through the bottom of it.
Oh!
Probably should have just asked for a new chair.
Oh, goodness.
I was new at the time.
It's like, I didn't want to be picky. That's
right. I might lose my job. If
Yeah,
I don't like my chair.
Yeah.
If I don't like my chair.
Maybe this is a test. I just got to push it out. I got to go through with it. Oh, that's really funny. What time? How long have we been going?
I don't know. I'll check the time.
I don't remember when we started.
Well, that's not going to be very helpful.
47 minutes. Holy cow. All right. And what movies is Justin over on the movie topic of movies? Have you seen any movies recently?
Recently, no. A story I have, I don't know, that came to my mind when I was talking about Harry Potter earlier. We made the mistake of we went with one of my aunts because my cousins wanted to see the movie, so we made a family thing out of it.
Okay.
And my aunt, who had never read any of the books or seen any of the movies, was with.
Great.
And so the whole time through the last movie, she's pounding on my shoulder. She's trying to guess the plot. She's like, Justin, Snape is definitely Harry's dad. Snape is Harry's dad. Snape is Harry's father. Like it was some sort of episode of Maury or something. I'm like, no, shut up. Definitely not.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Ridiculous. She was convinced.
Snape is gay. He loves Dumbledore. Get it right.
Well,
Do you like the Harry Potter movies?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Do you like...
I bought a couple custom-made wands in my time. Anyway, what were you asking?
Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, I loved Fantastic Beasts.
Second one?
Holy shit, have I seen the second
You
one?
haven't seen the second one?
Hold on.
Grindelwald?
Yes. No? I don't know if I have.
You haven't seen... Oh my god, you have something to watch tonight now. I think I own it, actually. You want to watch it? I have my phone over there again. If I show it to you, you'd be like, I've seen this.
I don't know.
Hold
on. Yes, I have.
You don't look so sure of yourself.
I'm not sure.
So, let me see. What does the cover look like?
My favorite part of all of the Harry Potter movies is the fact that, the real simple spells they say out loud, but all the super duper complicated ones, they can just think that in their head.
Yeah,
It's fine.
You like how they have to, very well, they learn in school they have to enunciate everything,
right.
And then they just
That's right. Expelliarmus, but then we're just going to rebuild that wall with a little flick. That's just fine. We're just going to flick. Hey, how are you?
Is he holding you hostage?
I'm having a fun time.
He's haven't seen Crimes of
I
Grindelwald.
honestly don't.
Johnny Depp?
I don't know that I.
For real?
I don't know that I have. What happened in it?
Mildred Swan?
Oh my
I know.
God! How dare you?
Stream it. Put it on TV.
I'm trying to.
All right. Well, I gotta go.
How far in are you guys?
About 45, 50 minutes.
Jesus, really?
So like 10 more minutes?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't
You
make
want me to put
anything.
anything in the oven or anything?
We should just buy pizza or something. Justin said he'd buy.
I'll buy food.
I put chicken in the oven already.
I can make chicken nuggets.
But it's actual chicken.
I'll make
What's the plan?
actual chicken nuggets.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, easy as that. Justin's over here to play board games and talk on a podcast.
Yeah.
So
for
far,
sure.
we've done one.
I was just bored on a Friday night, and you offered, so.
Yeah, and I was hoping Melissa would have more friends to invite over,
Rude.
or you'd have more friends to
I
invite
asked
over.
like 8 people. It makes you
I
feel
asked a group chat of people that I met on Reddit. There are like 25 of them, and not one person wanted to.
You have your friends on Reddit?
Yep.
I should. Is it like a code of?
better. Echo, set a timer for 25.
Is it like a code of conduct not to ask for your friend's Reddit account?
Well,
Like, do you know your? Okay, are these friends you know personally?
yeah. I mean, now I didn't at first. They were
Okay.
just a bunch of random internet strangers.
I
But
have-
now,
Okay, I have no friends. Not to sound weird on like Reddit. I don't like know people I talk to regularly. I have people which, to go against that, I stream video games. I have friends on there,
right?
which they see my face, which is a little weirder because they know who I am.
It counts.
But I don't know. I have no idea. They could be lying to me straight up to my face. Where is Crimes of Grindelwald? I just bought it. How dare they?
Terrible. I don't know if it's a pressing. I'll figure it out.
Recently added. Aha.
I want to say I have, but I might not have been impressed. Maybe it wasn't as good as the first one. I don't remember.
So this is the game we'll be playing. It's Portrayal of the House on the Hill, a fantasy strategy game by Bruce Siglasses.
I don't know. Listen, if you want your name pronounced properly, don't put it in that font.
But I saw this game online. It looked really fun. It's got the 50 different scenarios you could play. Make sure this isn't too loud, otherwise you're gonna.
It's okay. We're safe.
Jude Law's in it. Jude Law.
Oh, is that the very attractive actress? Who's that?
It's Dumbledore.
Oh, ha. Never
Um,
mind. I mean, yeah.
If you two want to, we can do it in here, and I might put a webcam on the ceiling, or we can just do it in the living room and say F it.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, you don't
you
really
are
care.
you are in charge.
Alrighty, we'll figure out if Justin wants to do. Not if Justin wants to do. If Justin's seen this movie before, then we'll probably end it here.
Well,
so
that's a
on this
wonderful way to end
one, well, we're watching it currently. You don't have to watch it with us. Just try to figure it out. This one. Let me see.
Ooh, hold on. He escapes, and they're in like a sleigh. Right? They're in like a sleigh up there, but there's no reindeer. It's just a sleigh, or maybe it's pulled by the Thestrals.
At the end of the
invisible
first
things.
film,
Actually, I
the
think they are.
powerful dark wizard Gellert Grindelwald, Johnny Depp, was captured by Makusa. M-A-C.
Yep. I've seen the first one.
Okay, I didn't know that's what it was called. Magical
Yeah.
Congress of the United
Yep.
States of America.
Makusa.
With the help of Newt Scamander, but making good on his threat.
Ooh, I remember that thing. Yes, I've seen this.
Have you?
Yes.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Positive?
Yep. I might have to rewatch it because apparently I was not paying attention the first time. What is that? Some sort of blue pantsuit / dress /
It's
Headwear? I need
it's
that.
A suit of power.
apparently.
You put it on and you are now powerful.
Gotta get me one of those.
Gotta give me one of those. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Justin, for joining us.
Yeah,
That was
let's do
fun.
it again sometime.
That was actually a lot of fun. I'll say. As always, you can follow us on Twitter and Twitch. We are live every single Saturday. This will be live, I don't know, sometime soon. Like go up on our YouTube channel. Follow us there for all of our archive videos. And as always, this has been the Hot Dish Podcast, where it has a little bit of everything, and it's always good. Bye-bye.